All right, so we're gonna talk about K-pop Demon Hunters. I figured this was a good point to bring back something that I enjoy doing in this show every once in a while, which is quiz you in
Oh
something.
no. Oh no.
So I have a list of I have a list of K-pop band names, and you have to tell me if they're real or if I made them up.
I know one. I know
Uh,
one K-pop band. So I will fail this.
I mean, you know, this is just gonna be fun just for us. All right, so first one, Big Flow.
Real.
It's correct, yeah. It's a real. D Light, and that's a three instead of an E.
Not real.
And yeah, correct. That's fake. That's fake.
Yeah.
Uh, Drug Restaurant.
That's so stupid it has to be real.
And you will be correct. Yeah, that is correct. Uh, Lead Apple.
Real.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, you're doing pretty good at this.
I,
You're you're three
either
for
I know
three.
them or they're so stupid they're real. That's my filter.
All right. Legit Goons.
Fake.
Nope, that's real.
Damn it. I had a streak going.
Yeah, they have band members named Authentic, Jellyfish, and Cocky. Like those are their Christian names. Let's go with Peace Blossom.
Real.
That's fake.
Damn it. I like when
The
you say I'm doing great and then I suck.
I know that's when you start trusting, but believing in yourself. That's when you fail. Piggy Dolls.
Real.
Yep, it's real.
All right, yeah. All right. I think I'm like 6 for 8.
Yeah. Purfles.
Real?
Yeah, that's real.
Okay. I was like, your pronunciation is too perfect.
Yeah, well, that's thank you. Yeah, yeah. Royal Flush.
Fake.
Yep, it's fake. It's a little too good to be real.
No,
And last one.
it sounds too public domain to be an actual band name.
Let's go with the last one, which is Youth Fountain.
Fake.
You're correct. It's fake.
Yes. All
Uh,
right. 6 for 10 is not
y-
bad.
you got 7 out of 10. That's pretty fucking good, man.
That's
So
not bad. All right,
congratulations on that.
cool.
That's pretty good. All right. So I have another thing that I wanted to share in this, but it might take a little too long, so I'm gonna save it for later.
All right.
Uh, Maybe like a Patreon episode or something. So all right, let's jump into the review. Go ahead and do the thing.
Chema. I can't say it. Dude, hit the intro.
Well, you're gonna do it in Korean? Like what?
Yes, but I only practiced it twice and I don't want to butcher the pronunciation that badly.
I think I very much appreciate your effort. Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. My name is Chema.
And I'm Eddie.
Reviewing K-pop Demon Hunters. This is the rollback. They
We have two
sing, they
months to review this
dance,
movie. I want to get that out.
they sing, they dance, they battle demons. When K-pop superstars Rumi, Mira, and Zoe aren't selling out stadiums, they're using their secret powers to protect their fans from supernatural threats. So, K-pop Demon Hunters, directed by Chris Applehands and Maggie Kang, starring the voices of Arden Cho, Mei Hong, Ji Young Yo, and Hyo Seop, Yoonjin Kim, Ken Leung, and other colorful characters, slid right into our Netflix accounts a couple of months ago. And it's a movie that came out right around when I was visiting over there. And so Jess and I had the chance to like see it together, and we both very much enjoyed it. But we was like, okay, that was cool. That was a cool little niche thing that we saw. Didn't expect it to be good, and then turns out to be pretty fucking fun.
It's
And
a
then last
worldwide
weekend,
phenomenon.
the funniest thing happened. Uh, because in the last couple of months since this movie came out, the movie fucking exploded. The
Yeah.
songs are everywhere. People are quoting it. People are making fan art. They're doing cosplay. It's finally like reaching like it very quickly reached a big audience in a very natural way, like in a way that didn't feel like fake. And then Netflix announces that it is now the most streamed movie on their platform, like an original Netflix movie, and it was released in theaters as a sing-along version.
Yeah.
And I know because I was in the theater. Jess and I went to see Ponyo as a
Uh,
re-release, and I was waiting for her after the movie. She went to the restroom, and I was kind of waiting outside, and I could see like people. I could hear people singing it from just the hallway, and I was like, God damn, this really like exploded like in ways that like we couldn't really see possible. And then I find that like it was only like 1,700 theaters around the country, and that means that in a weekend they made $20 million, the highest grossing movie of the weekend, and it was available at home. Like people went to they did the trip to see it in theaters as a community.
Queens,
And
man. Queens spend money. That's that Taylor Swift money right there.
that is Taylor Swift money right there. And I couldn't believe it. And then in a weird twist of fate, the more that time passed, the more I was like, hey, this was actually like good. Hey, this was actually more than good. Shit, this was actually excellent. So I wanted to like sit down and actually like talk about it since
We
it
did
was
like
very funny.
a mass review.
Yeah, we it was pretty funny that like our first reaction to me was like that was pretty good, and then your reaction was like I'm too old for this. Uh,
I
but
stand behind that. I am still too old. I
yeah,
rewatched it. My sentiment is the same. It's a good movie. I recognize I am not the audience.
yeah, and that's interesting because I feel like I found a lot that I really enjoyed in this, and I did wanted to give it its time and its flowers. So yeah, because this movie is kind of doing what you've been saying that we needed. You've been saying for years that Netflix needs its own new franchise.
Yeah.
And after this one exploded and exploded in theaters and the sing-along version and the songs are recognized and the songs are nominated for BMA awards now and all these girls are like going everywhere in conventions wise and two sequels have been announced and I mean is this it?
Sequels are
Is
done.
this is this the new Netflix big cash cow? Is this what's going to replace Stranger Things? And if it is, how do we feel about that? How do you feel about it?
It's not the worst thing in the world if it is, honestly. Granted, it's not as like not publicly available is not the right word. It's not, how do I say
It
this?
is aggressively available, I would say.
I would say no, but I would say it is accessible. What I mean by that is I don't see like kids being able to show it to their parents and the dad's like, holy shit, because Stranger Things has that,
Oh yeah,
1980s vibe and it doesn't have they lacks the old man contingency. But it does definitely hit the demographic of young people. They'll buy the hoodies, they'll buy the pops, they'll buy the Legos. Like this franchise, at first glance is for girls, but I would argue it's a universal tween thing. Like, any teenager is going to
yeah,
get into this. Young people in their 20s are going to get into this. People our age,
yeah.
if you're into K-pop, this is for you. It's literally in
Weird.
the fucking name.
It's funny. It's pretty funny because like I'm not into K-pop like at all.
Uh-huh.
Like I can name you like a couple of songs that I enjoy, but none that I keep in my rotation. I have a personal encounter that I've had with like where like I was at a music festival and I kind of sat through, well, I didn't sat because I was standing up, but like I saw like a whole K-pop set because I was waiting for the next artist that will play
Yeah.
afterwards. So like I was there in the pit, like I was in the pit in the middle of like all these K-pop fans
Uh-huh.
and
Are they crazy or
ask ask me if the singers from the K-pop band were good.
were they good?
I don't know, I didn't hear them. Like I have no idea what they sound like because like Like I could just
That's
hear
how
yelling.
loud it was. Damn.
But I would say this: I did enjoy this movie a lot, and it's been gradually like growing, like my it stayed in my mind. Like I haven't like it didn't like go in one ear left the other.
Mhm.
And a big thing I think is because it uses tropes that we know that we're like familiar with, and just throws them back at us in a new exciting way, much in like which is kind of really part of the story. Like you see these three main characters. Tell me you don't think of like Powerpuff Girls or like Totally Spies or like
Right. Oh my God. I didn't put
Fun
it together.
or like Final Fantasy X to
Uh,
you know what? It's true. Like they are very similar.
how
And
many Final Fantasies are there?
what's up?
How many Final Fantasies are there?
Right now, not counting spin-offs, 15.
Jesus Christ. When
Yeah.
is the Final Fantasy, Chilla?
So funny story, a small parenthesis. The reason why it's called Final Fantasy is because Square was developing that game and they didn't have a name for it yet, but they were gonna go bankrupt if the game didn't work.
Uh-huh.
And so it was, so they call it Final Fantasy because like it was their last thing that they put like their whole like blood, sweat, and tears into.
So, damn. Oh, so they bet it all.
Yeah. Yeah, they bet it all on it.
And they've been milking that
Don't
cow ever since.
don't you feel like a jerk now?
Eh, I feel like it should be like the Final Destination, the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, well, didn't we have another one after that?
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyway,
Final.
what I'm trying to say here is that the setup for this, there's one thing that they do with this movie that I think is downright fucking genius, and
Music?
that is the setup to the honeymoon, which is this idea that like there's a generation every generation of like a girl band that will keep like balance in the world by singing songs of different genres, and they keep this honeymoon, this like peace harmony thing like working around the world like a protection of demons, and it's kind of their turn to seal it. And so the setup for that, I think, is downright genius because it has a reason to incorporate music into this. There's a reason why it has to be these girls. There's a reason why they're different from the previous ones. There's a reason why, you know, they're gonna take the genre that is most popular. If this movie had come out in the early 2000s, that would be like an Avril Lavigne or like a Paramore kind of thing.
Oh my God,
So,
you're right. Yeah, alternative.
yeah. Yeah, so depends on what is popular. They're kind of there, which I thought was great. And so the idea of like these three girls, like they're about to like seal it, they're about to like end it, and they add two interesting wrenches into the mix, which is the demons are like, okay, let's fire fire with fire. Let's send like a demon boy band to do the competition.
Yeah.
And also the fact that this main girl, this Rumi character, she's like half demon. So there's like a personal reason of why she wants to seal this and wants to do it fast. Um, so there's everything here. There's rivalry. There's gambit. There's stakes. But it never, it never feels too difficult to follow. And it's not a long movie. It's 96 minutes. It's super short.
Yeah.
Uh, and also on top of that, like just after we talked about after I mentioned like the setup and the story and everything, the animation is fantastic. It's Sony Pictures, like people who did Spider-Verse, like it's coming straight from the source, straight from the well. Like,
You
uh,
do you
yeah,
know about what happened with between Netflix and Sony and this movie?
no, what happened?
So get this.
Yeah,
Sony sold this movie to Netflix for 20 million,
Oof.
and that's it.
It just made 20 million at the box office.
That's not including
Dumbasses.
all the record watching. That's not including music sales. They're
Yeah,
getting Funko Pops like right now. Like they're in the process of making them.
yeah.
It, oh, they're gonna make a lot of money off the clothes. I just don't know if the deal includes Netflix gets the spin-offs or if Sony gets the spin-offs and then they have to give them over or like how that's gonna work. Because I don't know if the contract was just for the first film or how it's gonna work going forward. But they're gonna make bank off this.
I'm sure they can renegotiate if they're allowed. Because like I mentioned, the animation is fantastic. They're really nailing that style, that Spider-Verse style, and I like that it's being used for other franchises. Like for this, like setting
Yeah.
up a new story, it's become super accessible. And then on top of that, on top of everything, the songs are good.
Which is actually kind of funny because I wouldn't even know if the songs are bad. Like if a K-pop fan was like, those songs are suck, they're so basic. I'm like, I can't tell. You're my soda pop pop. That's like I can't tell if the songs are bad. I just know that they're really catchy.
They're super catchy, and like
And
I've
I
listened
think
to my share of K-pop. It's not this catchy.
it honestly, man, I think that's gonna be the biggest problem with the sequel. Can they capture the music magic a second time? Because they can capture animation. And the story was very basic. I'm sorry to say this. The story
Yeah.
was so basic, I called it like how do I say this? Have you heard of the show My Summer with the Walter Boys?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of it now.
Like a teen drama on Netflix, right? It's one of those shows, right? It's 8 episodes of like T and oh no, are they gonna get together? Oh, this guy wants to get with that guy. It's one of those shows, right?
Okay.
And during Nikki loves that show, right? Like she likes that kind of stuff. It's so like she likes it.
Yeah.
And there was a scene. No, no, okay, okay, I got you. It's okay, sure, it's okay.
He
So
likes to feel tall.
that's true. I pretty probably likes watching you too, actually. Like watching your Uncle Chema. Hi,
Hello,
Uncle.
Ollie.
He's your elder,
Hello.
okay? In about 8 years, you're gonna need him really bad. Wait, how old was Bruce? Was he 12 or
I think he was like 12. Yeah, I think your math ain't
11
mathing,
years?
bro.
11 years.
All right,
But
play catch as often as you can because it's gonna that time's gonna run.
that's what's up.
Okay, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood.
Okay, okay, done.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyway, so when Nikki was watching this show, and there's a scene, I'm not even paying attention. I'm just like doing something else. And one of the girls says, "Oh my God, I can't believe, we still don't have a class president." And I say out loud, "You should run." And then the girl on the TV says, "Oh my God, you should run." Like it's such and Nikki just looks at me like, "Why do you do this?" I'm like, "I don't know, because it's fun." Point being is this, like there are tropes that you can see coming a mile away. And from the very beginning, I'm like, love interest, she's part demon. Her friends are not going to accept her at first because they're going to feel betrayed. Um, and fakes because they're going to have demons pretend to be her friends. What happened?
so something interesting here happened, and I think the thing that because I've watched this twice, like since, and the thing that I still can't believe actually happened is that they straight up killed the demon boy band.
I think
Like
they're
they
going to come
straight
back in the
up
sequel.
die. Like they straight up die.
I'm willing to bet they're going to come back in the sequel. I'm willing to put money on that. They're too popular.
It was
I've seen
uh
so much fan art of
yeah.
the guy, the one with the white hair, and
Oh
the
yeah.
who's the girl, the woman, the singer with the short hair.
Zoe. That's
No,
Zoe.
I've seen so
Yeah.
much fan art of those two together. I know
Yeah.
they're coming back.
Yeah. I mean it'd be fun. We'll see. Hopefully if they when they do the sequel, it's not just a retread. Hopefully they try to escalate it, in the same way that like Across the Spider-Verse did.
I'm
Um
bet they're gonna be like maybe demons and humans can live peacefully or some bullshit.
I mean, if they find a way to properly set that up, I think I'd be open to it.
How fair is
Um
it that you get to exist in this world, but the rest of us demons that aren't lucky enough to be half-breeds can't? I
Yay! Let's
Right.
let's let's uh let's put a dab of racism into demon racism.
Hey
Let's see
man,
how they made it work.
it can work. I challenge you. Tell me it doesn't
I'm
work.
not I'm not close-minded. Hell, if you give me a trope that I've seen before, but you make it entertaining, I won't complain. It's like a good meal that you had before. It's cozy. It makes you feel better. And I
That's
feel like that's what this movie did. I think it reintroduces, because for some people who didn't grow up, watching everything that we watch, or who, haven't seen as broadly as we have, this is gonna be their introduction to these tropes.
That's true.
And
And every movie is someone's first movie. You're right.
yeah, and I think that's good. I think this is not slop. This is not something that like if I had a smaller cousin that told me like, "Hey, is this good?" I'll be like, "Hell yeah, it's good. Like watch it, like have
You know,
fun with
that's
it."
fair. I didn't take that into account. You're right there. It's a movie that's made with effort and love, and you can really tell. Like they didn't just, what's a movie that was really haphazardly put together that really sucks? Planes. This is not Planes, right? This is very much a movie that was made with an honest and earnest attempt to be one, entertaining, two, original, and three, give us some like banging music. And in their defense, they definitely succeeded in one of those. And the art style, you're right, is outstanding. The art style might be the best thing about this movie besides the music.
Yeah, and I think that really stands out. Something else that I really like and commend this movie about doing is that we've had like the explosion of diversity and wanting to put um more of those people like at the forefront. And if you listen to our show enough, you know that we're for that that we support, we're on that side of the argument. But I've noticed that when people tend to write female characters, they tend to be a little afraid of making them imperfect, that they end up being a little bit boring.
They become
And
very
what
true because you're scared to
yeah,
like, oh, why is she so
just
flawed? Like you don't know how to write women. Like it.
yeah, like they're afraid of that. And something that I like about this movie is that they managed to give these three characters distinct personalities
Mhm.
and also like allow them to be flawed, have their difficulties, have their moments of pride, and also let them be goofy and funny. Like
Yeah.
something that this animation really helps is that they let them look, very pretty. They made them look like Barbie dolls, like in most of the scenes. But their Sony animation has really nailed this speed of like they can goof off and make really big, silly anime expressions. And it's funny. Like there's a moment where like when they get excited about writing the diss track, where they kind of just start flexing and they go like, yeah, yeah. And their faces just like go off, or like the scene when they're like walking around the street and they're like, they're allowed to be like goofy and like not always perfect looking. And I think that's great. It gives them a lot of edge. And you know yeah, I really like that, because even though the characters, we've seen these tropes of these characters before, they're allowed to be a little bit more loose with that. The animation helps too, so does the voice acting.
And I do not mean this to be in a cutting way. I genuinely mean this as a compliment. The more I think about it, the more this reminds me of Teen Titans. Like the art
Yeah,
style
I
is
agree.
crisp, but they get like the anime face, the oh no shit, the big eyes, the facial expressions are there. Also the complicated arcs. Like in their defense, these arcs are not necessarily simple, right? It's not like we're good, they're bad, win. They give Rumi the questionable arc as far as what's going on and questionable with her friends. And they also give her the Red X treatment where, haha, joke's on you, she's actually covert.
Yeah,
She's not, but you get where I'm going with that.
yeah. I like how even though the story does have Rumi as the main character, but the two girls, Zoe and Mira, they do have a little bit of meat to bite into. Like I like how Zoe has like the whole thing with she's kind of a people pleaser, and she's kind of insecure about that. And Mira has like the thing of like, hey, like I know what's up, even though sometimes she doesn't. So
Which
it's
was
nice that they have, yeah.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like it's nice that they have flaws, if that makes sense. Like they allow them to be kind of like both, entertaining as like, the singer aspect, but when they're loose, when they're like in their own time, they have those personalities to coast on.
So, question, they confirmed they're gonna do two more movies or like a movie and a spinoff?
They confirmed two more movies.
Okay, you know what I think would work really well? It's a gamble. It's a big fucking gamble if they do this. But I would respect them, and I think I would like the movies more if they did this. If each character had one movie of the trilogy as like the main character. Like we got through Rumi's story. We got through her like, oh, she's part demon, but she overcame it. Now let's tackle one of the other characters, which is the one that I know was specifically an orphan. It was
Uh,
one of the two. I can't remember which one.
uh, God, I think it was Zoe then. I think. Yeah.
What if she's the next one and confronting family and like the demons are tempting her like as far as like we can undo all that. We can give you your parents back. And
I had a similar thought. Like I also think if they're gonna do three, they should each be the focus of one. Yeah.
and the thing is fans of like Rumi like might initially be mad like why is Zoe like the main character? But if you write it right, like if you give her the time and the air to breathe, like like she could very easily be the main character of the sequel. And guess what? That's even more merch that you get to sell because now people want Rumi and Zoe. And then in the third one, you do the other one
Yeah.
and deal with one of her personal issues because the Lord knows you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to go when they decide to do the sequel, how they decide to continue, because they did kind of leave the whole honeymoon situation kind of sealed. But we've seen stranger things happen where sequel could just be a retread or go in a really higher direction, much like Spider-Verse did. This is the same people who did Spider-Verse, so why not? Why the fuck not?
Well,
Um,
have they given a release date, like a window at all, or no?
Now I think especially this kind of animation, they're gonna be like, hey, this was really cool. Let's wait a bit. Let's let these people finish Spider-Verse and then we'll focus on this.
What's called? Didn't they just delay Spider-Verse again?
Now, it's the same release date, but they did start voice acting, which means that they're gonna push it again, most likely.
Oh, to get the lips to sync up?
Yeah, most likely. Um, but yeah, but this had a lot of fun stuff. Um, I like also the agent, like the character, the Bobby.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought it
I do
was
too.
Yeah, he was a fun guy, voiced by Ken Jeong. I thought he was reminded me a little bit of the mayor from Powerpuff Girls. I don't know why, but
Oh,
he
you know that
did.
fits.
Yeah,
I
and
heard I heard
what's
somewhere
up?
that there was a cut scene of him being kidnapped or something. Like there was some cut footage of that and of what else? What else? There were some cut scenes that they may end up re-releasing like an extended version.
I'm down to see an extended version. Why not? Why not? I think God, it's just like I think my only problem with the movie, like really my only problem with the movie is much like what we talked about F1. I don't like the title. I think K-pop Demon Hunters is like what we would refer the movie as. Like, hey, have you seen this movie? It's the one about the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hmm.
And I feel like calling it is a little lazy and sloppy. Much like calling F1 F1
What would you call it?
uh, Huntrix, like the band name. The Stealing of the Hunmoon, something, I don't know.
I don't know. I think that
Uh,
the thing is, and you're right, the title is kind of long, but it's also like they're
I don't
communicating
mind
it's the K-pop Demon Hunters.
yeah, I mean it is very what you see is what you get. Like if you watch this and you're like, there's no way this K-pop Demon Hunter is like it's exactly what it says on the box.
Oh,
So
God, I just thought of the
I
hardest title for the sequel.
go ahead.
K-pop Demon Hunters, Stairway to Hell.
Stay with I'm glad you don't get to name these movies.
Screw you, I'm saving that one.
No, we'll see. We'll see what they call the second one or what they retroactively call this one if they wanna change it. But I like this. I like the action. I like the humor. I like the animation. I like the songs. I like the romance. I like Rumi and this guy. I like that he also was allowed to be kind of goofy and dumb. And
I
if
appreciate
they
the fact
should
that he was an
be,
asshole.
yeah, also that. And I feel like if they're gonna like merchandise something, merchandise that tiger and that bird, please.
Oh yeah, they
That
already have. Dude, I've seen
I
so many
I
Lego concepts for them already.
I need a plushie of that tiger and that bird, man. Like I need it in my bed, you know?
Dude,
Uh,
the week after it came out on Lego, so on Lego.com you can submit ideas for sets, right? That's how they did the Twilight set and a few other ones. For that
yeah.
one, they already submitted design for the tiger and the crow with the hat.
It's a magpie.
Mac, is that the name of the crow? Oh, that's the name of the bird?
Yeah, you're supposed to salute it when you see it. You have bad luck if you don't.
Ah,
Never heard of this?
never.
Oh yeah, you should.
I'm,
If you see a magpie out in public, you're supposed to like salute it.
I know my grandma had a mockingbird, and that was a federal crime.
I think that's a crime. I don't think you're supposed to have one of those.
Yeah, no, she wasn't supposed to, but what are they gonna do now?
Well,
Abuelita. That wasn't an insult. I said that with love. Anyway,
I
going
know.
back to K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah,
Um,
I like that. I like that character. I like how them as like mascots almost of this movie.
Huntress.
I thought they were pretty freaking fun. The fact that they don't talk is also funny. And even that moment where like Rumi and Ginu meet and they're talking through this tiger, like they're sending letters back and forth. There's a moment where like she goes like, "Why does the magpie have a hat?" And then like and then Gino is just like, "I made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps stealing it." And it's like, damn it, like they could make him just evil or like charming, but no, they made him goofy. Like that's such a like you can tell that even if he was fully evil, he's not lying about that. like like
He's
you
like
can tell he's kind of done like just because of that moment.
he reminds me a little bit of Hades from Hercules. Like he has
Yeah.
that like personality, you know, the flair
Yeah.
of the theatrics. Um,
Yeah. And
do you think they bring it back in the sequel?
I don't know, man. That I don't know. I think it's both very funny and very dramatic if they just leave them dead. I
I don't
think
hate
the
that idea.
Yeah, I think it's actually good if they don't bring them back. I think they're like Karate Kid villains from like the first one. Like they're kind of great as like these people that are just there and they just, suffer
He
the
can come back in
consequences of
part
their
four.
action. Or
K-pop Demon
maybe,
Hunter in Beyond Melody. Boom, there you
yeah,
go.
something like that. Um, but I'm glad that they're there and I like the joke about how like they kind of bring them up at the start. Like they present the idea to like the main demon, and then after they like sing a little bit, like all the demons go like, "Oh, this is gonna work like 100%." Like
Okay, that's fair.
yeah,
Man, god damn, this the more we talk about it, the more I respect the movie. I still acknowledge it
yeah,
is not for me. Like
yeah,
through gritted teeth, I've rewatched it a second time, but it's not bad.
yeah,
It's not for me. You know what's funny though? Nikki sat down to watch it because she heard all the kids talking about it, all her students talk about it at her job.
yeah,
She works with, teenagers and younger kids and stuff. So she's
yeah,
like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. Did you like it? And I told her it's not for me, but I know it slaps. And she
yeah,
watched it, and I walked in while she was watching it because I was doing the art, and she's like, I get why people love it. It's funny, it's
yeah,
art, and the songs are good. And
yeah.
like, and let me guess, because he's a demon and he's a bad guy, he's a bad boy that you want to fix. And she's like, honestly, yeah, that's a thing for girls. We love that. We love a bad boy.
Love a bad boy that like, oh,
I can fix him.
can fix him. Yeah. So
I respect it. I respect.
I now that time has passed, and it's been a hit in both box office and like streaming wise, which I think this should teach Netflix a lesson. Hey, you have big movies, release them in theaters. I don't want to see the new Knives Out movie in my home. I want to see it in a theater. The new Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie, I want to see it in a theater. I don't want to see it at home. So hopefully this teaches a lesson that like, yes, we can do both the artsy and the fun because this is a movie that like we needed by the summer. I don't know if you've noticed, no good animated movies this year. Like none so far. This is the only one. Like
No.
what's yeah, think about it. There's no other animated
Oh
movies
my
this year
God,
that you can
you're
think
right.
of. Yeah, there's no other animated movies this year that have come out or that have made like a big impression. And that's sad because I love animated films. Like this is that's my jam. So I
Weird.
think this is gonna end up being the big one.
For the year, you think it'll? How many does Disney have coming out this year?
Well,
Pixar
they had
coming out this year?
Pixar released Elio this year and nobody gave a shit about that.
Did anyone
There
even
was
watch it?
no one even watched it. There was The Bad Guys 2, but also barely made a splash. Nesha 2 is getting a lot of it's like now the biggest animated film of all time, yeah, but no one has seen it here because well, it's in Chinese. And the Smurfs movie crashed and burned. Um, the Zootopia 2 is coming out later this year, so we'll see how that one goes. Um, there's that Jendi Tartakovsky Netflix 2D animated film that came out, which is Fixed, which I think you're gonna love.
I need to watch it. It's on my list.
Yeah, but that's about it. There's the Witcher animated film and like the Predator Killers of Killers, but that's about it. This year has been very dry when it comes to animation. So it's a
Yeah.
couple of things that could still come out this year that could still work. Like there's that Animal Farm animated film that's coming out, and that's the new Mamoru Hosoda is also coming out this year with Scarlet. Um, and there's of course Aztec Batman, which we'll also see how it goes. But so far, a weak year for animation. So I'm sorry if I get seem too excited about this K-pop Demon Hunters. I am running on fumes. I need my animation fix, and this is fixing, okay? This is kicking like I needed to kick. So
Look, I need my heroin, and this is my heroin.
this is my heroine. So I'll take it, and I'm gonna be listening to the soundtrack. My favorite song is the "This Is What It Sounds Like" and "Golden." I think those are the best songs. Um,
You
but
know how we knew that this movie was hitting? I heard Golden in the Stripes. I was walking in and I'm like I can't remember the words. Something, so, and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Is that is that K-pop?
That fucking
Uh-huh.
K-pop Demon Hunters and his stripes while I'm getting my Q taco? Like,
Yeah, dude, no, fuck you tacos, man. Barbacoa.
what? Get- Okay, fine. Yeah.
I said the one
There's
taco that beats Q.
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
You
There's no bad Q tacos. I'll say that.
know what taco, you know what my favorite barbacoa is though?
Which
When
one?
it's just a little burned, like there's some crispiness in it. That's perfect, right?
Oof. Yeah, that's
Ah, you know what I'm craving now? I'm craving carnitas.
oof.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get food after this. What would you score K-pop Demon Hunters after I change your mind?
I'm gonna stick with a 7 out of 10. It is good, but it's not for me. And again, maybe this is the best compliment I can give. If Ollie were 5, 6, 7 years old and were watching this movie, I'd be okay with it. I'd be like, no, it's solid.
Yeah,
I'd be cool with it, you know? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. It really is. It really is. I feel like there's a lot of movies that are directed to children that are bad.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I think they're bad. And they use the excuse of like, oh, it's for kids. And I hate that. I hate the oh, but it's for kids. Like they don't know better.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna read you what I think is like the definite rebuttal of that. It's gonna be a little crass if you allow me.
He's fine.
Yeah. Uh
I'm gonna embarrass you.
Someone wrote Letterbox user Kid Laser wrote for the Minecraft movie
Mhm.
on Letterbox. He wrote, "Dude, it's a kids movie. They're gonna love it." Well, yeah, my dog loves eating shit, but I'd be an asshole if I fed it to him.
Yeah. That's a good, that's a good analogy. I agree.
That's a great analogy. Yeah. Kids deserve better. And this movie, not only is it
Yeah,
harmless, I think it's good. I think
yeah,
it's very
no,
good.
I would agree.
It's colorful in the ways that like those really annoying and traumatizing YouTube videos aren't. I think I prefer kids watch this and not Cocomelon. So
I'm
yeah,
not much Pokemon.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Elmo's a godsend. But Elmo's a godsend.
You know what? PBS cares. PBS cares. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right. I scored K-pop Demon Hunters a 4 out of 5. Went from 3.5 to 4 in the last couple of weeks. So that's great. So thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Thank you, Eddie, for giving me an opportunity to just geek out about the movie, even though you clearly don't care for it very much. So this was more for me, I
You let
guess.
me like go off on a Batman tangent for 13 minutes once. We're good.
I think that's yeah, that's how this show works. All right. Well, thank
We
you so
know.
much, everyone, for joining us, and thank you, Ollie, also for joining us. My name was Chema,
I've been Eddie.
and this was the Rope.
Starting off with a reminder, I'm gonna embarrass Ollie for just a sec. You can tell me if I should cut this or not. Mr.
Yeah.
Oliver, you just pooped your diaper on camera. No. I'm keeping this. I'm starting to leave little Easter eggs in videos to see if he'll catch it when he's older.
All right. Just don't let his classmates listen to.
Oh
I can't get
no!
o- I can't get over that you look like a yet to be unlocked character in a fighting game right now.
Wait,
Like,
wait. Here we are.
yeah, that's better. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Uncle Cheba.
Good night, Ollie.
No, but he
All
really
right, man.